Everybody, it's Tracy. I'm going to try to make this short. Yesterday, I went for my MRI with contrast to try to get a clarification on what they found on my liver. And the test results came back. They still don't know what it is, which is frustrating. The radiologist report couldn't determine. They had some technical terms in there. It was, had some prolonged enhancement or heterogeneous enhancement delayed or something. I don't know. Anyway, that part of it is kind of indicative of possible malignancy. But the first, the short of it, or the hypointensity or hyperintensity was, maybe a little more common with a hemangioma. But it is not a hemangioma. It could be an atypical hemangioma or a couple of other things, but they just don't know. So the radiologist report said, have another MRI in 6 to 12 months, because I saw the report in the portal. But when my GI called, he said, well, let's just do it in 12 months. And I said, well, can we do a biopsy? And he's like, no, because if it's just a cluster of blood vessels, which I would think they would be able to tell that in an enhanced MRI, he said then it would just bleed too much. Okay, that's not terribly helpful. So, I was a mess yesterday, just sobbing, so stressed, waiting, hoping this was going to give me an answer. I have hemangiomas on my spine, quite a few. I had MRIs on my spine last year and then again this year, and there were changes, and now they're infiltrative. So they are progressing. Haven't collapsed a vertebrae yet. Haven't, pinched off my spinal cord yet. So I don't know at what point they're going to do something about that. I guess we'll just wait and see. But this is obviously on my liver. I was hoping that it was just another hemangioma, and I'm just really great at making hemangiomas. But apparently that's not what this is. So I need to call and get second and third opinions. I'm going to call try to get the name of another GI, maybe one that specializes in liver. And then maybe try to get into my husband's oncologist. In 2012, my husband was diagnosed with stage 3 malignant melanoma, and he's still cancer-free. And I think a lot of it has to do with his oncologist, who's phenomenal. And that oncologist doesn't rely on radiologist reports on imaging. He reads them himself. And I found that I think it depends on the radiologist who's reading as to what details are given or how it's stated, or it's all open to their interpretation based on what they're seeing. And apparently that you would think it should be consistent across the board, but apparently it's not. So I want a second or third opinion on what's going on with my liver, because I don't think waiting 12 months not knowing what this is a good idea. I think it would drive me absolutely bananas, because it's only been since the end of November till yesterday, and I was just beside myself. On some good news, we were waiting on pathology for my daughter's. We took a mole or a spot off her lip that had kind of changed over the years, and it was a benign pigmented lesion. Basically, it was a dark freckle or mole or whatever. She's fine. That's good news. So today is supposed to be a rest day for me, mental health wise, physical wise, because I was just an absolute mess yesterday. But my kids have a half day of school. Now they're teenagers, so it's not like they're little bitty kids who are going to come home and just drive me crazy. But the girls have some club after school. I think they're getting a ride, but I was I don't want to have to put clothes on and go get anybody. So we'll see. But it's going to be me and the dogs, and Hallmark movies maybe or something today. I'm not even sure that I want to go into trying to make phone calls. I don't know if I will or I won't. Tomorrow I need to get up, do the hair and the makeup, and go get my driver's license renewed because it expires on my birthday, which is next week. So, and next week is too busy for me to go do it. So, anyway, that's where we're at. I have no idea what's going on with my liver. I'm stressed. I'm tired. I'm over it. But I need some answers. I can't, it's like, I can't let this go until I know what it is and that I'm okay. You know, I feel like I can't make any decisions or plans because I don't know how it's going to affect absolutely every other area of my life. That may seem illogical to some, but, you know, that's just the way it is. You know, when you're the mom and my husband works second shift and 7 days a week, it's like a lot of it falls on me. Like if it's something to do with the kids, eye doctor, you know, dentist, orthodontist, you know what I mean? Checkups, it's all on me, and it's times 3, and it's like that time of year where everybody seems to need something, some doctor something. So it's crazy. It's crazy. So anyway, happy 6th day of Vlogmas. I hope your day is great. I am going to go chillax for the rest of mine, and I will talk to you tomorrow.